Now, if you're planning on going to heaven, do not watch this video.
If you faithfully put away that 2,000 because it's something that you were not getting before, at the end of 3 years, you'll have a tidy sum that you could put down on a car, like a pro box that you have to drive to go to work, and you don't have to stand up in the sun or think about rain to get a vehicle.
Now, if you don't know, Favour Williams is the Minister of Finance and Public Service, yeah? Now, many people seen that video went straight to social media. Hey, I should be a plan to go to church this weekend, but don't tell her about her mother. I wonder if me tell her about her mama. Me don't have to apologize. Someone replied, I feel like the police don't understand. Me don't mind her fool much. I just the way she said little pro boxer about me. Favour. I must see bad rims there for put on the box you talk about. Someone replied, bad man not even 4 good tire that can. But here are two about little pro box. No pussy. Right up in there, Prada. Dirty Favour. I want 1.6 to the pro box, you bright. So I have a question. How you vote out? To whom it may concern. For years, me I wonder why bread costs so much. Now me understand why sweetie and bag juice the way they. Boy, as a pro boxian. I tell her about boy mama about our weekend. And nobody not gonna bail me.
Boy, Favour Williams, you need to come out and come apologize and set the record straight to the Jamaican people them. You need to. Because at this moment, everybody are trying to understand what you are trying to say or what you are trying to do. Are you trying to be a dictator like Holiness? People, like and share that video because that video is very, very serious, you know. So I want to know like and share this video. And also subscribe to the channel as well, people. Please subscribe to the channel and turn on the post notification bell. Alright? Holiness feel the Jamaican people them again when him choose visa over healthcare. Holiness choose him US visa over the health of the Jamaican people them. What a wicked and a cruel man. Now people, Donald Trump sent out a warning and said all of the Caribbean them must cut ties with Cuba. But he come like I said, Andrew Wallace never learned nothing at all from Michael Mottley. So Andrew Wallace cut ties with Cuba and run Ghana, Africa and Philippines and all of them places them gonna search for more doctor. After Cuba have done so much for Jamaica, even in the pandemic, over the years Cuba they help out Jamaica. But this man we feel like I said him visa more important than the health of the Jamaican people. Him choose visa. Other Caribbean country said no to America. Them now cut no ties with Cuba. Because Cuba are them black brother and black sisters. And Cuba have done so much for them and them now be ungrateful to Cuba. But people, we have a lot coming up inside this update. We have a shock on. Bless up to my viewers and my subscribers them. May hope everybody having a blessed and a wonderful Sunday. Now my viewers and my subscribers, remember, in everything you do, always put God first. In every and any situation, just always remember to call upon God. Always remember to pray because a prayer day keep Andrew Holiness away. Now my viewers and my subscribers, we have a lot coming up inside this update. So remember, watch the video until the end. And remember, leave a like on this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't subscribed as yet. People, make we run the intro and come back. We soon fall. So welcome back to my viewers and my subscribers them. Big up to all of my viewers, big up to all of my subscribers them. We continually support the channel and help the channel to grow. Now people, I just want to say a blessed and a happy Sunday to each and every family out there. I hope you all are having a blessed Sunday. Now, we have a government that don't zero about its own people. We have a government that didn't learn anything from Michael Mottley. But then again, how we wouldn't learn anything from Michael Mottley when the Jamaican Labour Party are always partnered with the United States and the CIA. All of them are wicked. So people, Donald Trump sent out a warning to all of the Caribbean countries. Him a threaten them say, is either them cut ties with Cuba or lose them US visa. But Andrew Wallace give the people them a surprise. When him choose him US visa over the health of the Jamaican people. Him choose him US visa over the Cubans them that have been helping Jamaica over the years. Remember back in Michael Mottley time, at the same thing, them didn't want to do. When them tell Jamaica say, cut off Cuba and stick with America, or on suffer down there. And Michael Mottley stand up on him 2 feet and make America know say, listen, the health of the Jamaican people are more important than you American. You can't dictate everybody. You can't tell us Jamaica what we do. You understand? But this Jamaican government, Andrew Holiness, him is nothing but a puppet with love sweets. Just like when them go sign the Samoa agreement and then them say, if them never sign it, then what would have happened is that certain grant where them wouldn't get from the EU, they wouldn't get it anymore. So them sell out our children to the transgender community. Them sell out our children and ready to teach transgenderism to the children them in a school because them a watch the grant where them used to get. But people, me I go refresh on your mind because I know say a labor right them love say, oh, you lie too much. Michael Mottley never said that, or Michael Mottley never do this and he never do that. So me always have to have me evidence for proof to no say when me come out here so and me say something. It may be so in a way, but I always the truth me talk. Because we not tell lie. We always speak the truth. We don't have time for telling a lie upon Andrew Wallace and the labor right them. So listen people, let us run this video right now.
Why are we taking this risk to anger the United States of America? And the answer is this: we are not angering the United States of America. They are angering themselves. They are not going to tell me what relationship I have with Fidel Castro. We have that friendship with Cuba as part of a world alliance of third world nations that are fighting for justice for poor people in the world. And I tell you as the party leader, as long as this party is in power, we intend to walk through the world on our feet and not on our knees.
I wonder if you hear what Michael Mottley said. The man intends to walk through this world on his feet and not his knees. That simple means say he will never and ever bow to no country at all. He not go bow down to America because America feel like they have more power than Jamaica. He must stick with Cuba. He not turn him back on Cuba. Now people, since Trump sent out him warning, a lot of Caribbean country come out and them speak out against it and say them rather lose them visa than turn them back on Cuba. But Andrew Wallace cannot do so, people. Now, let us check out some of these videos right now.
If it is determined that you have to take away my visa and Eloise's visa, I want to say this publicly. It could be reported. I'm not looking for a fight with anybody. But we have to be honest and open. The hemodialysis which we do in St. Vincent at the Modern Medical and Diagnostic Center with these 60 persons, without the Cubans there, I will not be able to offer that service. So, does anybody expect that I to go because I want to keep a visa, that I would let 60 persons from the poor and working people to die? It will never happen.
So as you can see, people, at the St. Vincent Prime Minister that when he came to Jamaica the other day at a PNP meeting, the man make them know, say, listen, him not turn him back on Cuba. So if they want to take him visa and go on, them can take it and go on. Him rather stick with Cuba. We are help them than stick with America. We are trying to dictate them. Now, let us go over to Barbados now. Because Barbados Prime Minister as well run with America and stick with Cuba. Other countries do so as well. But Jamaica, we love sweets so much. Stick with America and get rid of Cuba. Now, let us check out Mia Mottley speech, people.
This matter with the Cubans and the nurses should tell us everything that we need to know. Barbados does not currently have Cuban medical staff or Cuban nurses, but I will be the first to go to the line and to tell you that we could not get through the pandemic without the Cuban nurses and the Cuban doctors. I will also be the first to tell you that we paid them the same thing that we pay Bajans, and that the notion, as was peddled not just by this government in the US, but the previous government, that we were involved in human trafficking by engaging with the Cuban nurses, was fully repudiated and rejected by us. Now, I don't believe that we have to shout across the seas, but I am prepared, like others in this region, that if we cannot reach a sensible agreement on this matter, then if the cost of it is the loss of my visa to the US, then so be it. But what matters to us is principles. And I have said over and over that principles only mean something when it is inconvenient to stand by it. Now, we don't have to shout, but we can be resolute. And I therefore look forward to standing with my CARICOM brothers. I wish I could say brothers and sisters, but brothers, to be able to ensure that we explain that what the Cubans have been able to do for us, far from approximating itself to human trafficking, has been to save lives and limbs and sight for many a Caribbean person.
So, a female can stand up to America and make America know, say, she not sell out her people them. And she not sell out Cuba as well. A health care over visa. She rather our people them health and the friendship with Cuba over visa. But our government will love sweet so much. This side say, listen, me I run with Cuba and keep me visa because I want to go America. Then again, me I wonder say, if I hold if I'm money they want thief and hide America, you want to go visit or what? But questions are asking, Andrew Holiness, will you give up your visa?
We've heard Mottley's fearless response, but what about Jamaican Prime Minister Andrew Holiness? Will he stand up to U.S. pressure and protect Jamaica's sovereignty, or will he stay silent, avoiding confrontation?
CARICOM has decided to band together against this latest U.S. onslaught pertaining to the Cuban doctors, with Grenada Prime Minister Dickon Mitchell saying that he's in full support of the Cuban doctors. St. Vincent Prime Minister Ralph Gonzalez also said that he has no problem losing his visa because he understands the important contribution these Cuban doctors make in his country. Mia Mottley of Barbados, she said even though the Cuban doctors do not work in her country at this point in time, she cannot forget the contribution they made in her country during COVID, and because of that she doesn't mind losing her visa. She stands with them. All these Caribbean leaders and their citizens are standing together. But when Dr. Rowley made the same sentiment, we have these UNC fanatics having a problem with it. Even the Canadians are standing with their president, their prime minister, pertaining to this tariff war with the US. This is the time when we will understand all those who are for country and who strictly focusing on Kamala, party before country behavior.
Labor right. My question to all of you. Una support Andrew Holiness with him wickedness, what am I going with? Choose visa over his people health? Are you going to support Andrew Holiness with him wickedness by choosing his US visa? Choosing to keep his US visa and run away the good, the helpful Cuban doctors. Turn his back on Cuba. Everyone else are sticking with Cuba. What happened to Jamaica? What happened to the brother here? Is it that him nose are black him so he can't see clearly? Or what? I want to know, Jamaica. Tell me.
Yo, so I want to know over the years, Jamaica and Cuba have a good relationship, especially when it comes down to doctors. And Jamaica always owes Cuban doctors yearly. Them come in and them help with the people who have cataract. Like old people, them set up clinics and the Cuban doctors, them come in. And we all know Cuban doctors are some of the best doctors around the world. So this US government now is putting out sanctions, say, if the Jamaican officials, who always host these people, always host these Cuban doctors, if them think them bad, do it again. They are now putting out sanctions to now take away visas from these people who benefit from these type of programs, who actually carrying the... I'm eating some stupid guys, more can I mess up? Yes, so the US government has say, if we not keep on working with the Cuban people and the Cuban government and the Cuban doctors, them and nurses, we're going to take away y'all passport, y'all visas, and you can't come America again. So say, them no want them visa get taken. So what them going to do? They will stop work with the Cuban doctor them and start go some different places like Venezuela, Colombia, all of these other places to actually get doctors to come in the country, which is Jamaica, to actually continue that overseas doctor program thing that they have annually, where the doctor them flying and help these people. So it's crazy, and them now want to lose them visa. So so them are going to work with the American government. Because them not want to lose them visa. They want to be able to travel the same way. So them therefore they want to put themselves in front of the nation. They want to put themselves in front of the people because okay, take the visa, but we still do this for people. Real government, real people that do that. But say them people are not going to do that. They are going to put themselves because they want to travel, they want empty, which is crazy. So let us see what will go on. Because, America and Cuba are good already. And Jamaica, basically, I get money from America. And America say, screw, this not going to go on no more because we're not linked with Cuba and we're not linked with Cuba. So what do? We're going to stop them visa, we're not good no more visa. And we're going to take back them visa there if we don't continue work with the Cuban people and the Cuban doctors and nurses. And I may say it. But anyway, I enjoy my little white rice and my stew peas with me. It kind of mix up and look away still, so I can't show now. This was from yesterday. I cooked it yesterday. Stew peas with my pigtail and my spinach and you don't know, my chicken foot and something. But yeah, guys, crazy things ahead. Crazy.
When the Cuban doctors them come to Jamaica, them not charge you. Them work for free. Dentist, eye doctor, whatsoever doctor come from Cuba to Jamaica, yeah. Them can lend with them service. Them come to help the people of Jamaica. And Cuba have the best doctors. So why would the Prime Minister choose to keep his visa over the people them health? That is the question I want to ask him.
Yo. Breaking news. The U.S. government threatened the Jamaican government that if they don't stop importing Cuban doctors, then the politicians, the Jamaican politicians will lose their U.S. visas. So now the Jamaican politicians are looking all over Africa and the Philippines, and are trying to import doctors from Africa and trying to import doctors from the Philippines. What does this have to do with me, and what does this have to do with you? Absolutely nothing, because I don't live in Jamaica, but Jamaica is still my country. At the end of the day, if you live in Jamaica, this is going to affect you. But to be honest, I am a little bit concerned. But there's not much I can do, to be honest. But there's a lesson to learn from this. Even though we're talking about countries, let me tell you how this relates to people. Jamaica is a country that has a lot of natural resources. It has beautiful beaches. It has really nice rivers. It exports sugarcane. There's this thing called bauxite. I think that produces metal and all of that. But the issue with Jamaica is a lot of our corrupt politicians, they sold these resources out to U.S. companies. So even though the Jamaican resources are enough to support Jamaicans financially, Jamaicans don't benefit from them. U.S. companies benefit from them. And now the United States is telling Jamaica what to do, even though Jamaica is an independent country on its own. Now let me teach y'all something. Because remember, Jamaica is not a U.S. territory. Jamaica is a territory of its own, but the United States is literally telling it what to do. Literally telling Jamaica what to do. When you deplete your resources and you give all your resources to somebody else, to the point where you can no longer depend on yourself, you lose your independence. Even if you were independent before. That's why it's very important that while you're pouring into other people, that you're pouring into yourself as well. And not only that, there's a lessons to learn from this as well too. Like, there's another lesson to learn. If you observe the Jamaican politicians, most of them are biracial, mixed people. People who have not been living in Jamaica for more than 4 generations. And not only that, they are from a background of rich Jamaicans. So they don't necessarily connect with the people that they're making decisions on behalf of. Number one, they don't look like regular Jamaicans. They don't have a regular upbringing as other Jamaicans, and yeah, they're just not like us. They not like us. But when you have those people making decisions on behalf of you, it will not be in your best interest. They don't even understand what your needs are. And we live in a very colorist society, whether or not you live in the Black community in Jamaica or the Black community in the United States. We live in a colorist society. So Jamaicans have already told these people, whether directly or indirectly, whether subliminally or straightforwardly, that they are better than the average Jamaicans because of the color of their skins. Me not care who want Bex when me say this, but it's the truth. Me don't care who want Bex when me say that this is the truth. Because Jamaicans have this thing where want to put brown people and mixed people and light-skinned people on a pedestal. So when they put them people up on a pedestal and convince them so them better than you, I have them people that make decisions for you. They're not gonna make decisions in your best interest, because they may not realize that they're thinking this, but what they're thinking is, oh well, them black, so them can manage to work hard in the sun and them will be alright. But a uptown person like me, a browning like me need to stay in the AC. Or yes, man, them might not have no money for them pitney gas school, but me want make sure say my pitney them can stay in a public school, because you know black men like them can manage. Them used to it. Them used to the suffering. Them used to the difficult life. But me me can't afford to lose my visa because me need to go foreign when me want go foreign. That's how they think. And you know something that one me, I mentioned this a couple months ago on my TikTok when I was on live with an Igbo woman, beautiful woman. I'm Igbo because I did my 23andMe. I keep talking about it because I'm so proud. But some Jamaicans came on my live and they saw us because I am Igbo. So me and the Igbo woman, we look just alike because most Igbo people look alike. And they saw us and they were like, Bumba clots. I saw them people are ugly. Where them come from? Africa? And that's not even the first time that a Jamaican has ever done that on my life, right? I'm not even going to get into that. But the fact that uno see brown people and feels like say, oh, them people are automatically are better looking than the rest of us and them automatically smarter than the rest of us. But you see two dark-skinned people. You see two dark-skinned people who you assume is from Africa, and automatically the first thing that comes to your mind is that the people them ugly. There's nothing about my face that is ugly. That's number one. So I'm not even worried about that, right? But what pisses me off, is the self-hatred. And this self-hatred is the reason why you're poor. It's the reason why you're struggling. It's the reason why when you have children, more than likely they're not going to have the opportunity to go to college. Because you don't elect people that look like you because of your self-hatred.
Jamaica, me I talk to me Jamaican people. Only make a wrong decision, you know. Only make a wrong decision when you vote in on Holiness. And now, you go pay for the wrong decision you want to make by voting back the Jamaican Labour Party government. This government have always been working with the United States. Them always chose the United States over them black brother and them black sisters. Always. There's not one time when this government chooses people over the United States of America. Right? That is why when the CIA link up with the Jamaican Labour Party, they say yes to destroy their own country. Can you trust these people? Can you trust these criminals that are there in the Jamaican Labour Party? Now, check it out. Your children health are very, very important. Them now pay the Jamaican doctor them and the Jamaican nurse them already. And more pressure they got upon the Jamaican doctor and the Jamaican nurse as soon as they run out all of the Cuban doctors and the Cuban nurse, the Cuban healthcare workers them. And them already now pay the people them. This wicked government want to call Holiness and his administration criminal organization. This is what they are doing to you, the people of Jamaica. And somehow want to suck it up. Still I run with this broad devil business. Want to see it? This man is nothing but the devil. Remember in the pandemic when he take foreign money, he go on the joke, he analyze the whole on ya, and then I behave as if he never take foreign money, he go on a joke, tell on a lie, how him take the joke, put out fake joke, and analyze the whole of Jamaican people. See nurse and police and doctor and people, then there's a job. Then there's a job, teacher the job. People a job. All because of this greedy, wicked, evil Prime Minister, where they call him Holiness. And see it? Again, he's going to do the same thing to you, the Jamaican people. Them. See it? But one thing me can say, is that a full-time you people of this land start putting your country over politician. A full time, on choose in a country first before these politicians. We should have out there a protest and make them know say leave the Cuban doctors them alone. Don't turn your back on Cuba. Cuba have done so much for us from before we even ban Cuba to help Jamaica. But the one time Cuba need we help, we turn we back on them. Such a wicked and evil man. The one time Cuba need us, we turn our back on them. Michael Manley did run with America and tell them, say, listen, you can't dictate we. You can't tell we what to do. Who to talk to. We not turn we back on Cuba. But this brother, greedy and Holiness, him don't know how to say no. Because he love sweets. He love sweets just like his members them. Love sweets just like his supporters them. Love sweet. And that's why the country they mash up. Because of the green people them. But let me tell you this. God is in control. And God is going to get rid of all of our junk. God is in control. And God is going to get rid of all of our evil. Remember that. But people stay to thought and that down below in the comment section. And as usual, people, remember, leave a like on this video. Give it a thumbs up. And subscribe if you haven't subscribed as yet.
No. Yeah, me are in labor right. And me can't be labor right again, brother. Hey, me can't be labor right again. Andrew Holiness have knife or throat, brother. We can't do labor right a blood clot again. We take off the blood clot shot, that's me right now. Because me don't know labor right a blood clot again. That's where the blood clot shot. Me don't know labor right, me a PMP. Me have vote for Mark Golan. Mark Golan we say. Because Andrew Holiness and his 17th, we cannot vote for them. We can't make them whole in the country no more, brother. Alright, out.